Another good ball game tonight. I was certainly impressed with Grayson Garvin going out there tonight. We battled him and took some pretty good hacks, got some runs early, and we competed all night long. We tried to get in position to sneak back in and win that thing, but they did a great job out of the bullpen getting big outs when they needed to.
Questions?
Coach, if you would please just talk a little bit about the decision to pinch hit Neff, and how long has he actually been swinging the bat? I know you said you activated him this week, but has he taken any cuts in the cage at all this fall before, or this spring before this week?
I don't think so. I mean, he might have done it a little bit, but in case you hadn't noticed, I'm running out of players, so we got to try to do the best you can to match up. And I thought he came off the bench and swung the bat pretty well there. He took some pretty good hacks, but certainly he's a little bit rusty.
Do you have an update on Adam Matthews, what his situation is right now with his injury?
Hamstring again, same hamstring.
At this point, how long do you expect him to be out? Maybe the doctor put anything about that?
I mean, it's too early to tell, but I would imagine it'd be a while.
Rudy. Coach, in the seventh inning, you got the first two guys on, then had the harden order up. It seemed like a builder opportunity there. And Vanderbilt's pitcher rose to the occasion.
Well, they did, and that's you're in a situation there that you get a hit or two and the game's tied, or we take the lead, but we didn't. You could credit their bullpen for coming in there and getting some big outs. We had some opportunities, they had some opportunities, and they were better than we were tonight, certainly, and we hung in there and battled, but we always failed to come up with that key hit when we needed to, and like I said, you credit their bullpen for getting big outs.
Did you think about bunting Jackie there, and what did you say to him when you called him over before that at bat started?
Well, I just I said to him, I said, you feel fine? He said, I feel great. He said, I'm gonna get a good look here, and I said, okay, let's go up and be aggressive. So it's one of those things that did bunting cross my mind, but I'd probably do the same thing again.
How do you feel overall about Jackie's at bats right now, just from one night to the next? Does he still look like his head's up?
He's having a hard time. There's no doubt about it. He's slumped a little bit, and he's going to battle and he's going to fight his way out. It happens, and it happens in baseball. And he's having some tough at bats, and then when he squares one up, he doesn't get much to show for it, it seems. But that's part of it. You got to keep grinding it out, and he'll be fine. He's the reason that we've won a lot of games the last 2 or 3 years. So he's got to fight his way out.
Ray, what was the thinking about going with Harper and not Neff in the fifth?
Neff was not available. He's fighting soreness. He wasn't available. We got him up. He didn't feel good, so we sat him back down.
Aaron.
Coach, has it crossed your mind maybe to move Bradley somewhere else in the order, maybe put somebody else in the third hole?
No.
Right here. Go ahead, Gene.
How do you feel about tomorrow, Ray? And does this kind of seems like almost a super regional feel? How does it compare with some of the other regular season series that you've been involved in?
It's really good. We win a close one last night. We lose a close one tonight. They got outstanding players, great pitchers, and Esposito over at third base. You hit it close to him, and that wingspan, he'll get you out. He's really good over there. And we won one game apiece. Two pretty good teams going at each other. You got a rubber game tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be standing room only, and it's the way it should be. It's a super regional type. It's the halfway point of the season, but I'm sure there are players who will look at it that way, and so will ours. I told our guys after the game that it's one of those deals that we got a quick turnaround. We got pregame at 9:15 in the morning, and I said, I make a deal with you. I'll go back and I'll wrestle this one until 2, 3 in the morning. You guys flush it right now. Forget about it. Let's go. Have fun tomorrow. Look forward to it, and let this one go. And that's the way it's got to be. You don't win all the time, and we've had a pretty good run. They've had a pretty good run. One game apiece. Have a good time tomorrow.
Anything else from Coach Tanner? Scott, do you have one?
Is Coon still gonna start tomorrow, and what are you looking for out of freshman on a big stage, national TV, rubber game against number one team in the country?
Looking for him to have a really good one. He's been in some tough situations already, and I think we're at home, so I think he'll be fine. He'll have the home fans behind him. I know he's looking forward to pitching. He's excited about it. So we got to play well and stay in position to win tomorrow.
Ray, obviously, you probably haven't made out your lineup for tomorrow, but with Matthews out, it's pretty much going to be Barry and Marzilli out there with Jackie.
It looks that way. Going into today's game, I was thinking that Brady would probably DH and we would catch Barry, but now it's looking like we'll have to catch Brady again, unless you want to play one of the outfield spots. So it's getting a little thin out there right now.
Anything else for switchback?
One more, sorry. Just how much do you hate that for Adam, considering he was getting really close to being back, and now he's just reset himself?
It's disappointing. I know he feels bad, and this is a big year for him, and he felt great. I kind of been cautious with him the last few days, and didn't play him in the outfield. I said just stay in control, and he felt great. He's been telling me I can run the bases, I can take off, and he's not sure whether he pulled it running the first or when he made the dive. So it's disappointing, but hopefully with Brandon Cooper and our doctors and training staff, they turn these guys around pretty good. So we'll go to work tonight and try to get him back as quick as we can.
Bill?
Have you got an opinion about your guys diving into first like that when they're running down the first base line, trying to do that play?
Well, I'm not one of those guys that thinks you should never dive. I mean, when you're trying to beat a throw, you shouldn't dive because you're slower. But sometimes you dive to avoid attack. So it's you have to look at it sometimes to decide whether you should go head first or not. Most of the time you shouldn't. But like I said, sometimes you're trying to avoid a tag, and that could be the best way to get in there. But if things happen, injuries happen. I'm disappointed certainly for Adam, but hopefully he'll be back in a short period of time.
Anything else? All right. 1 o'clock tomorrow.